Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV, but tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
Well, with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the US title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, and I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
Spinning kick in the gut.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last two times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were two of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk,
the champ with the cover, and he gets the shoulder up.
He thought he did more damage than he actually did.
Rana right on target.
Did they really just bust out a Hurricanrana like it was nothing?
Sunset flip powerbomb.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called Big Match John for a reason.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Oh, God.
Making his way to the top here.
Up high. You gotta be kidding me.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force.
I'm just going to ask this. Why has it taken CM Punk so long to answer the US Open Challenge? Is Punk intimidated by Cena nowadays?
Remember, the champion doing everything to retain here.
No early kick out.
You've got to wear your opponent down. There hasn't been enough action yet to get a clean pin.
DDT!
There's blood in the water now. He better be careful. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now...
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
And into the corner he goes.
Turns it around. Gets lifted into position.
Snake eyes, that'll loosen some teeth.
Target locked in. He knows it's that time.
Oh, a springboard stunner by Cena. Uh-oh. Here it comes, legendary. Five-level shovel.
Powerful offense from Cena. Punk's US Open chances make Cena in complete control. Hey! The champ might retain with that.
Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we witnessing?
And Cena's shocked, but we know that kick out has only made him more determined.
Flamed across the way.
Elbow drop. Constant pressure being put on by Cena.
Cena just unleashing all of his power right now, and Punk can't find an answer. Sit-out powerbomb.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Momentum going back to Punk's corner.
But Punk has to push now while the window's open.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Knee to the face in the corner.
Oh! Short on clothesline by Punk. Ascending to the top rope.
Watch out.
Huge splash from up top.
And this is a moment we've seen so rarely. John Cena's U.S. title might finally be slipping out of his grasp.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi,
and he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
He's able to dodge that one in time. CM Punk hoists his opponent.
The go sleep GTS from Punk.
We might see a new champion crown.
Here's the pin. The champ isn't going down easy.
Champions never give up easily. Case in point right there.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Each athlete finding an answer for...
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this.
Go to sleep. Could that be enough to gain the title?
Into the cover.
2 count.
And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, CM Punk.
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
CM Punk, the best in the world, ready to prove that he truly is the best. Moments away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
CM Punk has battled legends at WrestleMania. He's stolen the show. He's made history here. This is a familiar spot for CM Punk to be in. But AJ Styles, this is his first WrestleMania. His first time ever being on a stage this big. And Punk is well aware of that. No doubt Punk's counting on that fact.
Yes, but it's not for a lack of talent or preparedness on Styles' part. Punk's not going to underestimate Styles just because he hasn't been to the dance, because he knows that AJ Styles can pick up the choreography quicker than just about anyone.
This is huge.
Well, much like every person in this 100,000-plus crowd in hand, I have goosebumps like I've never felt before. This is going to be an all-time classic. And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the biggest stage possible.
The biggest stage possible with the biggest bragging rights on the line. Who really is the best in the world?
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Styles soaking it all in, the magnitude of this moment, of this match.
AJ Styles finally where he's always belonged, on the grandest stage at this showcase of the immortals. Gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We're about to witness a classic for the ages, courtesy of the phenomenal AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. These two have come so far, but they have always been destined to meet here.
And the time is... Come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk, face-to-face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Styles and Punk have traveled up and down. On the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their crafts to the point where they can both be called the best. But tonight, all roads have led them to this moment, where only one of these men can be called the winner.
Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers. Whether it's a club or a society, each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a stage as big as WrestleMania, you don't want to leave any doubt as to who the better man is, and that doubt sets in the moment that reinforcements come into play.
Here we go. Whoa, look out.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Returning to the ring now.
Up high!
Through the air. It connects.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Incoming!
Good Lord, taking flight.
What? Keeping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Face first. All set up. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my...
But now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. In danger of being counted out. Now's the time to get back to the ring.
He gets back in.
From the middle rope. Breathtaking hurricanrana.
Just amazing athleticism being shown here. AJ capitalizes on that misstep.
Styles looking for old. Oh, God.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yes, CM Punk's making clear that the time for pleasantries is over. And Styles finding out that.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Oh, stomping down hard. Styles was waiting on that.
Styles just unloading on his opponent.
Just a phenomenal blitz there. Good attempt by AJ. Quick shoulder up.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely beat the count here. Moonsault. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Spinning kick to the gut. And Styles is going to need a phenomenal comeback to overcome CM Punk at this point.
Foot to the gut. Got him in his clutches.
Neckbreaker.
Oh, what an axe handle.
And Punk's got that look in his eyes. He's ready to put Styles away for good.
Punk never saw that coming. Ugly looking right to the face creates the separation.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
Oof. But here comes the fire.
And a flying forearm smash. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. Oh, clothesline.
Styles trying to shake the cobwebs, but it might be too late. CM Punk completely dominant, and this will end things.
GTS connects.
Is it enough for Punk?
2. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner,
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get into the front of the line to be Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
The man looking at the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The following is Kurt Angle's farewell match and is a submission match. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Punk has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling Grand Slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. This chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle.
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing the respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania, Kurt Angle is set to retire from the top. Bang! Remember, this match came to be in...
And now, if this can get slapped on, Punk might not be able
to free himself of the triangle.
It's CM Punk versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. Angle's final match at WrestleMania. His final match. Triangle armbar. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. He's headed up high.
from above.
Taking flight. Cross body from the top.
And that kind of attack is Punk's form of respect. This is how Punk shows love.
Stalking from above.
Taking flight.
And nobody home on that one.
CM Punk has been talking out of both sides of his mouth lately, praising Angle while also saying how much of a joy it would be to put him down. What kind of mind games are those?
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Can Angle withstand much more of this?
Punk is managing to out-wrestle Kurt freaking Angle. Angle gets out of the way. Oh!
Moonsault. He's getting on his feet, vulnerable to what's coming next.
And again, stipulation for this match is a submission match. You can only win by tapping your opponent out.
And it was a very nice gesture from CM Punk to request this for the last match in the career of a submission specialist like Kurt Angle.
Come on, Corey. Nothing virtuous about that decision. All just part of Punk's mind games. Punk wants to play Angle's game and be able to say that he beat him at it.
No, it's a sign of sportsmanship. It's like an olive branch being extended. Punk's allowing this match to be like a home game of sorts for Kurt.
Calculating the next move here. Down into the shoulder.
And now trying all he can to fight out of this predicament.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense. The Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero, you gent.
Triangle armbar. Triangle's in. Triangle.
Test of wills in progress, and Kurt wins out.
Forearm smash. And now Angle's saying, you wanted me? Well, now you got me. You've got the Hall of Famer. Strong counter from Punk. Spinning kick to the gut. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside. Coming back from the outside now.
What an axe handle.
And no matter how we got here, this is a match that people...
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders. Bang, go to sleep.
Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Spin kick to the midsection.
Struck with a calf kick.
Northern Lights. Lands a kick to the gut.
A razor-sharp chop there.
And CM Punk is in control.
Angle's having trouble dealing with the best in the world.
And an elbow. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda.
grip on this hold, not letting go anytime soon.
Agonizing to be in the submission. Needs to find an escape. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Oh, what a club. Angle in a distressing spot.
A full court press being applied to Angle. Oh, we know what's coming.
Saw it coming.
Nice takedown there. Smooth transition.
Went for the submission, but the opponent got too close to the ropes.
And connects with the kick.
That one got Punk good. Angle not wanting to go quietly into the night here.
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. And he very quickly counters.
Whoa, what an axe handle.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. Oh, he timed that counter well. Elbows to the face.
With elbows to the face.
Caught in a bad spot. Down. That hurt. Broke up with a fist to the face. Huge kick connects.
CM Punk locking in the Anaconda Bite.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Throwing hands with such tremendous force. Oh, here comes a brutal bit of back and forth. And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Oh. This is more like a barroom brawl between these two. Ooh. Just emptying everything they've got now.
Mongolian chop.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Playing him on the top rope.
Putting it all on the line here, scaling the ropes.
Carolina from the top. That was awesome, Cole. Big counter by Angle.
Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
It retaliates with a counter.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Triangle armbar. Triangle armbar. Submission hold in. Submission locked in. Are we going to see him tap?
This is a grueling hold.
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there. Oh, one step ahead of Angle.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back. Gonna sleep. Will Angle recover?
CM Punk looking to end it, cinching in the Anaconda Vice submission.
And look at that. The submission was just too much to handle.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember. Certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to tap out. To end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer: Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell and WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend, you survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked on CM Punk.
Or you can prepare for a wrestler. You can prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for The Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To The Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the Devil's playground with the Devil incarnate.
You can hit The Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him. You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. Oh, look at this. Reverses.
I guess he's not done yet. Still wants to leave his mark here. Time will tell if this was a wise decision or not. Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's...
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana.
This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating The Fiend.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
Check out the springboard. Big clothesline. Tope Atomico.
Showing off the quickness, that'll turn things around in a hurry. Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult.
Bray Wyatt is set, creepy, eerie, one of the most bizarre superstars we've ever witnessed, walking across the ring, if you want to call it walking, more like a spider. Measuring his opponent. Think about the fear. And then hooks his opponent. For Sister Abigail.
I don't know how Punk can recover from that. The Fiend may have victory in his twisted sights.
And he turned it around. Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shown
Under the thumbtacks.
that would have been painful without landing on those tacks. I think they're going to go into shock after that.
What a display of strength here. Heavy impact. Spin kick to the midsection.
What a crossbody.
Stomping down with all their weight.
Targeted stop to the arm.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Those thumbtacks.
Just immediately being stabbed by hundreds of
CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects. Will that sew this up for Punk?
vicious double axe handle.
Guys, I can't believe it. Punk has the Fiend reeling. Punk might just slay this monster. Float over snap suplex. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend.
And Punk gets countered there. The Fiend able to stop the blitz that was coming his way.
He had to dig down deep to stop that onslaught, and now he has to continue to do so. Solid bit of defense on his part there.
The Fiend's onslaught continuing, making things very difficult for Punk. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. He's headed out to the ringside area. Caught that and reversed it. And he just cracked right through the cell, clean through the steel.
He was turned into a battering ram, and the cell wall stood no chance. And listen to this capacity crowd. The anticipation is electric in this building. Well, he's officially made it to the top of the structure. This could end so badly for him.
All caution has been thrown out the window. This is pure chaos now. He's made it to the top.
What's his plan now?
And I think I'm hearing the roof buckle with every maneuver.
Fiend is feeling a rush of confidence right now.
And he's clearly got something on his mind as he ascends up the cell wall.
This is the definition of throwing caution out of the window. And the WWE Universe is on pins and needles for it.
And he's done it. Climbed to the roof of the cell.
And what goes up must come down. Not sure what he's thinking in that regard.
Fighting on top of the cell. Something's got to give.
These superstars simply want to destroy each other. And as we can see, that desire is not merely confined inside the cell anymore.
What's the Fiend?
Uh-oh.
Oof! Finds a... Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Go to sleep. The Fiend got caught with all of it.
This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew the Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for WrestleMania, this match has gone above and beyond.
The Fiend reverses.
Slips out of the way. He wants him back up so he can knock him back down.
Big time height on that kick.
This entire building's on their feet witnessing these lunatics fight 25 feet in the air.
Big power slam.
Delivers an axe handle. Bringing the fight on top of the cell. The coldness dangerous would be an understatement.
Everyone knows the risks coming into Hell in a Cell, but I have to imagine that knowledge doesn't account for what happens when you end up on top of the cell.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Punk dodges out in time.
Oh my God, a pile driver. The top of the cell is such a dangerous place.
I am frozen in fear for how this is going to play out.
Bad position for Punk.
Just tossed. She could airline mouse for that. Right onto the punishing steel structure. It doesn't get any more brutal. Clubbing blow.
As this battle rages on top of the cell, you wonder how this all ends.
I'm afraid badly is the only answer. Nothing good can come from this situation.
Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
This is not about gaining the win. This is simple.
Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
The carnage we've witnessed here at WrestleMania is going down in the history book.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep! And at this point, that has to do it.
Ooh, spinning kick to the gut.
What a sight this is. Superstars locked in combat up on top of the cell.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
No longer concerned with watching their steps on top of the cell, just fully consumed by the need to fight each other anywhere, anytime.
Oh my goodness, what a double-handed shot. The longer this goes on, the more dangerous this becomes.
Yeah, the roof of the cell can only take so much chaos.
Oh my goodness, not from up there. Oh no, what impact!
Hurling off the cell, crashing down like a meteor.
Oh, what a fall! Oh, man!
Starting his climb up the cell. I wonder what he has in store.
This is a man possessed. He's just being reckless. Climbing the cell, and he makes a bad situation even more dangerous. As insane as this is, it's also about sending a message. It's about saying, I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes. Face first impact.
This situation is only getting more dangerous by the second.
Looking to cause as much violence as possible on top of the cell.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
The top of the cell just cutting into all that flesh.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack. Got them off their feet here. Powerbomb dropped in.
Tonight we are truly witnessing WWE history in the making. A match nobody will ever forget.
Oh, what a quick answer.
Back and forth trading reverse.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
And he's given up, but you can tell his opposition doesn't care one bit.
Lands the crossbody.
The roof of the cell is no place for a fight.
These superstars seem to think differently. I'm not worried about the danger.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Ah, claw to the face. Ripping at the eyes.
Let's just hope the top of the cell has been reinforced.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
Up and around it. You can cut the tension in the arena with a knife right now.
Every step, every move just coated in danger up on the cell. Counter by CM Punk. Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
Punk could be turning his fortunes around.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. No caution, no concern for safety. Battling in the air. This fight is
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Down with a GTS.
It's all Punk's for the taking. The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
steel meeting flesh. This is absolute carnage. He might have had a change of heart as he climbs back down the cell. He better be sure-footed in his climb up the cell.
He's as mad as a hatter climbing the cell. Nothing good ever happens on top of the cell. And he doesn't even need to swing that kendo stick that hard to inflict a ton of pain.
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here after a decade!
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true, but that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maurice. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maurice will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
CM Punk and AJ Lee have both accomplished so much as individuals. Both have Hall of Fame credentials in WWE. Both have made their mark outside the business too, but the thing that means most to each of these competitors is standing right next to them. Punk and AJ are at their best together, and they're about to show the world exactly why.
He is the voice of the voiceless, and crazy is her superpower. Both of them are about to make a lot of noise tonight.
Punk and AJ have always felt like they were better than the likes of Miz and Maurice, especially when it comes to competing in WWE. Well, tonight's their chance to prove it.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Now for a real power couple in the form of the It Couple.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Maurice and The Miz.
And this is what it looks like to be truly in sync, to truly be as one, as a partnership, as a team, as a unit. The Miz and Maurice, 100% on the same page, which is more than we can say for CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Look, Punk and AJ may have less experience as a team, but you can't really buy that they're anything less than a cohesive unit. These two really can't get enough of each other, can they?
It's called being happily married. Miz and Maurice are clearly the gold standard when it comes to marital and in-ring bliss. A power couple and tag team truly deserving of the spotlight.
Big-time tag team action underway here as CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maurice.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true ultimate power couple here in WWE.
Well, there's only one It Couple, and no offense, but it's not Punk and AJ. The camera loves Miz and Maurice, and Miz and Maurice know that nothing looks better on camera than beating two of the best in the world.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had punched up top.
Almost lost her balance, but regained it and completely missed the mark.
Crashing and burning. What a miss from up high.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Oh, boom. Oh.
Panthers with an enziguri, crashing to the floor. Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues. Well,
from the middle rope,
tornado DDT. She's looking to go top rope here.
From the top.
Saw that coming and quickly got the knees up.
Lands a timely reversal. And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing The Miz differ from her strategy facing Maurice? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all four high-level championship caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too. Ooh!
Look out!
Axe handle from the middle rope.
He's able to counter that. Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Highest point is right when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
He's not letting anyone get away with a lazy pin.
Set him up, Russian leg sweep. Long way down.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher, but there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight. You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have won their first intergender tag encounter. Well-executed dropkick.
Getting your mind back into this is one thing, but getting your body back into it is another.
I love this. The Mizzard.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
Lee's attack gets reversed.
Let's give it up for Maurice. Looking great no matter what she does.
And makes the tag to her partner. Struggling to fight, being forced into the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe and being viciously kneed over and over again. Get in there, ref.
Fisherman suplex.
Mitigating the damage is always key in a tag match.
Miz counters with an attack.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Clothesline.
Spinning kick to the gut. And he counters.
Oh, simply devastating.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Punk devising something. DDT.
He has been battered and beaten, and there's only so much more he can take. Got him in the corner now.
And Punk gets countered there. Here we go. DDT. Cover. This could be it. And he kicks breaks out of the pin and won.
Incredible resilience this deep into the match.
Calf kick on the money.
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high. Elbow drop.
And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now. And it should come as no surprise that these four superstars are putting on an absolute tag team clinic right now. The disdain both these power couples have for each other, and pouncing with anything at schoolboy here.
And the count stopped short of 2.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
Not looking good. In this position. Down and Marshall. That hurt.
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Strong counter from Punk.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Quick tag in the corner. Now some double team offense incoming. From the top rope.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maurice are about to exit stage left.
And into the pin. Oof.
We had to know that an all-star tag team match like this would eventually become an all-time.
Uh-oh, this is not going to be good for The Miz.
Black Widow. Locked in tight. The Miz is in deep.
There it is, tapping out.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
In what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of WWE. And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits. When it comes to those who ride for Punk, he will stand by their side every step of the way.
And there's nobody who stands closer to CM Punk than that woman, his wife, AJ Lee. For the man who calls himself the best in the world, that right there is his world.
For Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole. Thank you for joining us tonight, everyone.